displays. Well, we hear some thoughts from Alan McGilvray, we hear some of his comments, we hear from Max Walker and Norman O'Neill, two men who sat beside Alan in the latter part of his career in the commentary box. Jim Maxwell as well over in Atlanta, but he's taken time out to give us a few thoughts on the great career of Alan McGilvray. I can remember going to the ABC Sports Department as a very young broadcaster, or optimistic of coming out with a broadcasting career, and the two gentlemen, Norman and Alan McGilvray, were there, and they were two men to certainly look up to in those times. Wilco, here we go. I wasn't one stage. I thought you were always the prince. Well, I'm right. Good to have you on deck this afternoon, and we'll look forward to that special after 5 o'clock today. Craig Hamilton on the touchline. Good afternoon to you.
Good afternoon, Peter. It's great to be here, and Alan McGilvray, a sad loss for all of us during the week. As you know, mad keen cricket follower, and I listened to McGilvray too. My memory wouldn't be as good as either yourself or Warren Ryan, but I certainly listened to Alan McGilvray. I've got to get that in.
That's why you're on the sidelines, you youthful little fuck.
I thought it was pleb.
Well, that too.
All right, yeah, but certainly I'll be looking forward to that special afterwards, because he was the cricket commentator, Alan McGilvray. I was just caught up with a couple of former St George greats. You mentioned Norm Provan. We'll be hearing from him in just a moment, Peter. But John Dowling, Robert Stone, there's plenty of them here. Reg Gasnier is here today. Billy Smith is here today. Graham Wynn. There's a multitude of former St George players here at Cogra Oval this afternoon. It's a real part of the atmosphere and a terrific crowd. Maybe losing today might look back at the end of the year and say, well, we needed to win at Cogra in that. Just one change, it's a crucial one. Nathan Brown comes into the St George side. The player he replaces will be Anthony Mundine. In jumper 16, Nathan Brown into the St George side. Anthony Mundine ruled out. No changes to the Western Suburbs side. They are as per program. The referee for first grade today, Peter, is Paul McBlain. And what is the problem with Mundine, Craig? Well, at this stage, Peter, I haven't been able to establish why he's been ruled out, but it's a late change. It's on the board down here in the tunnel at Cogra, and as soon as I can establish why Mundine is out of the side, I'll let you know.
Thanks very much, Craig Hamilton. 30 points from 28 in President's Cup. 1914, the reserve grade ended in favour of St George. Western Suburbs taking out the President's Cup 30-28. St George reserve 1914. And first grade around about 18 minutes away. Let's say good afternoon to our other protagonists, combatants in Rugby League broadcasting today as the Olympic Games progress through day one and a half if you count the opening ceremony. Bernard Cohen is at Penrith. Good afternoon, Bernard.
Good afternoon, Wilco. Good afternoon, everyone. And I suppose, like everyone else that was watching the Olympics this morning, pumped up after that magnificent finish by Daniel Kowalski in the 200 metres to get bronze. Magnificent day here at Penrith Football Stadium. Unfortunately, the crowd is not that great. Probably snuggle most of them in the back seat of my car. I think they'll struggle to get 4,000 people here, which I suppose is to be expected out here at Penrith. I think you wouldn't say this game's a cracker. Neither side can really entertain any hopes of a semi-final or a quarter-final these days. Penrith won 1 out of the last 4. Canterbury were in good form until 2 weeks ago, and they lost to Cronulla, then they backed that up with a rather ordinary loss to the Sydney Tigers last week. Penrith stats-wise won 2 out of 7 at home, and Canterbury have won 1 out of 7 away. Looking at that, it's a real toss-up. One of the journos doesn't want his name in his column because of the Sunday. As for the stats, the Premiers were really struggling before this round began. Canterbury only scored 4 points from the bottom 3 sides of the competition. South Queensland, the Western Ridge and North Queensland. Canterbury've had trouble crossing the line all season, and that really emphasises it. Several changes to the big league program. Penrith have lost Steve Garner, the 5'8", he's out. Here comes Craig Gower. Second row, Matt Anderson has withdrawn. He's replaced by Jody Gall. Danny Farrell was bracketed at hook with Brett Boyd. He's pulled out of the sidewalk for the Dogs. Shane Martinez out. Stephen Hughes is the new centre. Second row is Steve Reardon will also be missing, and his spot has been taken by Stephen Price with Michael Smith, the new fresh reserve. He's one player I haven't seen go around before. Referee Tony Kelly. In the lower grades, they're both over. We have a band playing at the moment. The Sydney Tigers won President's Cup 20-8, and reserve grade was the Panthers over my Doggies. They held on to win 22-20.
Thanks very much, Bernard Cohen at Parramatta Stadium, as we now head to Lex Marinos. Well, Lex is at Parramatta, Bernard's at Penrith. Lex,
Wilco.
How are you?
Oh, well, I'll be a lot better when the hot food gets here, Wilco.
As always.
It's hard to know what weather, Wilco. It's been such an enormous weekend already. And I think football. It's taken me 3 weeks to come up with it.
He's got Tacos in front of that in the best French style.
Of course. And also just thoughts on Alan McGilvray. I certainly my earliest memories are of listening to Alan McGilvray. I think I probably learned more about English history and English culture and everything from listening to his broadcasts of Australian cricket teams touring over there. They just translated connection in the middle of the night to the other side of the world.
Yes, it was required listening, wasn't it? You go to bed early, about 11 or something, turn on the radio, and you just stay awake, and then all of a sudden it'll be 3 or 4 in the morning.
Still curriculum.
First man in Rome at the moment. And Guy Asparius is one of their plebs. He's not quite a Roman, he's from the country district, but he has no Greek. That was a classic measurement 100 years BC.
It still is in many quarters, Warren.
I thought I'd lay that on you.
Lex, football.
Yes, well, talking about the 50th anniversary there, or the celebrations at St George, a very good issue of the Eels commemorative magazine, celebrating their 50 years, and that's been a good read while I've been out here. Well, okay, so the football. Okay, it's Parramatta and Illawarra. Both, of course, losers in varying circumstances from last week's round. The Eels, of course, thrashed by Manly 44-0, whereas the Western Reds got up and pipped Illawarra by the single point, 19-18. So both teams on a hiding and not well placed. Parramatta in 12th position and Illawarra in 14th position. And you'd have to think that their chances are pretty well gone at the playoffs, but there is some pride at stake. And you also have a situation, I guess, with 2 coaches, one of whom is confirmed as not being here next year. And if the nothing to do with it, Alan McMahon won't be at Illawarra, right? So there are some side issues to today's game. As of the teams themselves, as per the programme, Parramatta have omitted Jared McCracken from the 3-quarter line where there was one to be omitted, and Captain Dean Pay is also out, continuing their woeful run of injuries. Matthew Spence comes off the bench to replace Dean Pay. They will only have the 2 fresh reserves. Illawarra, as per programme, Neil Harmon is the referee for first grade. In the lower grades, President Cup went to Parramatta 30.
I just want to get you.
Not a bad crowd, and should, as I say, should it be played like the reserve grade game, then they're certainly in for a feast of football. Many eyes on Jim Dimmock, of course, to see how he fares, and Gary Freeman has taken over the captaincy again for Parramatta.
Thanks very much, Lex Marinos. And we go to the Suncorp Stadium now, our listeners throughout Queensland and also through Brisbane's part of Queensland, but all the islands off the Queensland coast will be experiencing Bill Walker and South Queensland and the Gold Coast. Good afternoon, Bill.
Thanks, Wilco. A fluey Bill Walker as it is actually. Freezing conditions up here in Brisbane today. The sun is shining, but there is a very strong westerly blowing across the ground, and that would contribute today to a smallish crowd that has gathered here today at Suncorp Stadium. A few other things happening around Brisbane too contributing, but very chilly, although we're up here in the box feeling decidedly warmer than the gymnasts who are down on the paddock at the moment, dressed their best to their finest Olympic tradition anyway, and just their little skimpies, so we're feeling decidedly warmer than they are, but we're severely medicated, we're okay, we'll get through it. It's a game today, the Crushers versus the Chargers. There's not a great deal of interest as far as their positions on the ladder is concerned. The Gold Coast is on 9 and the South Queensland Crushers on 8, so a chance for them to leapfrog them towards the bottom of the ladder. Not a great deal of attacking flair with both sides displayed this year. The Gold Coast only averaging 15 points, 4 and 22 against, and the South Queensland similar to 22 against. Very good day's game. No changes by the way. Interesting players coming in for the Crushers. The second row of Matt Bickerstaff is only 20 years of age. He's been playing mostly in the under 21. He's Nicholas Conan. I had a look at him early in training, and he is a fair lump of a lad, and they've got big raps on him. They're quite hopeful he's come through the condition that he will be a player of the future, as will Mark Toogie, who got the outside last week. He's only 19 years of age. He's Ringwood Junior, and interestingly enough, he's been selected on the Australian tertiary side, also the Australian Aboriginal team. So again,
What are the pies like?
there
you mate, nice. Pies are probably just as good.
He's concerned with his career. The referee for today's game is Matt Hewitt. Interestingly enough, the referee who last control of today's game was against Penrith when he sent off Tony Hurst. A great tackle on Matt Adamson. So
pre-season with Wallets in those small right back there.
It's going to be a result this week. Orangey and I have gone far apart.
Ah.
It's either been equal or...
Did you pick the draw yesterday?
No.
I was going to go started with Railway blank. Just in case of a draw, it would have been the best result I had all year, had I done it.
How do you do blank?
Just with blank, yeah.
Oh, you don't have the ones you want.
You've got to cross out the ones you don't want.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, mate, thanks.
They picked South and Cowboys and the Crushers and Gold Coast as draws.
It's draws.
Yeah.
Desperation setting already, mate.
Already. Good start. Good start. Oh, yes! Flexing the dragon! Not forward. Not forward.
Persevere.
Couldn't pass over there.
Good stuff, boys. The regrade looking all right.
That's pretty tough to take.
Reserve grade, Bob.
we didn't have a lot of time, but we were signing autographs and things most of the time. But at the end, we had a few minutes. Yes, we all agree that we need to go back to our rules, scrum and to play the ball. They all seem to agree with that, and all the people around our era are waiting to see, I think, if the league will take action and smart enough to clean up our rules again, so that we get the ball out of the scrum, particularly in our play. And that seems to be the biggest topic of conversation amongst ex-players and supporters of our era. They don't understand rugby league the way it's played today because the rules are still there in the book and they chose to ignore them.
The things about today's game and the way it's played today that you do enjoy. I'm sure there's plenty on the positive as well.
They are. I don't want to be negative all the time. The game today is much quicker. It's, the handling is brilliant. Much better handling, I think. Not so much dependent on the handling.
Local derby, as you say, it's very windy signing and who will be going elsewhere as the season unfolds. Yes, you're right there, Billy. Good afternoon, everyone. And yes, the silly season has started already. We're on pause for the national anthem.
Here we are about 20 minutes into the reserve grade game. At the moment, Barcaldine leading Winton 16 points to 4. 25 minutes into the game it is. Very strong Barcaldine reserve grade team here this afternoon. We've got the calibre of Dave Kerrigan, Wayne Oz and Peter Bain sitting down there on the bench. That's fresh players. I see Dave Kerrigan out there now taking part in the game. Terry Cullen had a big break earlier on. It was set up a nice trial to Brett Harvey. And the boys have just continued on with the good form they started to show last week in Tambo. There goes the kick. A great kick too. A successful kick from young Rodman, I think it was. Rodwell. Danny Rodwell, I think his name is. Rion's brother. So Barcaldine to make their way back to the halfway line to restart. Dave Kerrigan with the ball. Let's see if they go for a high, deep kick-off. It's really what's required in the modern game, and we haven't been able to do it of late. Let's see if Caro can do it. Well, not a lot of length in it, but it's found the spot back here. There's a lock forward from Winton, takes the ball back strongly. Met in a good tackle there. Peter Bain, fresh off the bench today. Wayne Oz already making his presence felt out there. 2 tackles in a row from Oz from the marker. A strong part of his game, this is Oz, and he's in for 3 in a row from Wayne Osborne. Wow. Is he going to go for another one? I'll bring him off the bench every week, Oz. No, she's had enough, Oz. He's going to go back into the defensive line. Winton send it out wide. Juggling with the ball out wide there, but come down, he held the ball. Liam Ballison it was underneath. Winton go for the clearing kick. Down behind Stick Crawley's wing, the captain of the reserve grade. Oh, geez, they were on it quick, the Winton boys there. Looks like we're going to come up with the ball. It was Danny Kempson, it was. Luckily, Stick must have dropped that ball behind there, but anyhow, Barcaldine's got the ball. Second tackle into this set of 6, their side of the halfway line. Peter Bain it is, carting the ball up well. Makes it a couple of metres short of the halfway, centre field. Out it comes through Brett Jenkins. He decides to go for a big scoot himself. Oh, he's met in a wall of defence, Big Jenko. Good run, though. He's taken about 10 metres out of the Winton defence. Wayne Oz, it is in at dummy half and going well there, Oz. He played there first time last week. Well, it was a cutout pass. JT Bartlett let it go wide. Bashy overrun it a bit. You see Tony Bash playing in headgear today. He's got 8 stitches in the head from last weekend's game over at Tambo. So the old nut will be feeling a bit sore there today. Kero running decoy. Brett Harvey with the clearing kick. Oh, it's gone behind the Winton winger. I'd say it's been knocked back, though. No. No, it's come off his hand, says the referee. So Barcaldine get good field position here now. They've got a scrum set down 20 metres out. And every time they've been able to get themselves down to this end of the paddock, they've usually converted it into points. So good young side, this Barkey side. Probably as strong as the 94 side that went through undefeated. It's taken a fair bit of the year to get them together, but slowly but surely they're coming into place. Big push from the Winton forwards. Liam Borlison holds the ball up. Barkey wins the scrum. Goes out to Brett Harvey. Cut out Danny Kempson. Into Mark Chilcott. Draws the man. Passes to Tony Bashford. Beautiful work from the Barcaldine side and never in doubt. Well, the boys practice this type of stuff during the week over and over until they become bored with it, but it just goes to show that it was done to perfection there. The fellas took the ball to the man. The cut-out pass. Brett Harvey done the wrap-around. Beautiful stuff. Mark Chilcott, I think it was, got a nice ball from Brett Harvey, ran to the line, drew the players into him, unloaded to Tony Bashford, who was able to go across and score a great try here in the corner. Very basic football, but geez, it looks good when it works. So we've got Danny Kempson setting up for the kick now. Score is 20 points to 6 in favour of Barcaldine, and the kick to come. Nil all the score, the Crushers against the Gold Coast. 4-0 to the Crushers, I've just been told. And Danny Kempson lines up this kick. Let's see if he can strike it well. He hasn't been striking it all that well of late. He's got plenty of length into that one, but it's wayward. Well away. So the score remains at 20 points to 6 in favour of Barcaldine. Barcaldine really need to win this game today to kick them ahead in the minor premiership. That if they win today, that'll leave them on 15 clear of Winton, the next closest team, by 3 points. So very crucial game in the reserve grade premiership. Team 3 in this premiership gets to play the minor semi-final at home. But the all-important 1 and 2, that's the place to be, because you get 2 chops at the cherry there. Dan Rodwell it is to restart. Nice deep kick down to the Barcaldine territory. Well taken by Brett Harvey. He's looking for his man running. Stick Crawley it is going to return the ball. The stick man. The captain runs it up 20 metres, 30 metres after the Barkey line. Good service from Wayne Osborne and dummy half. Brett Harvey caught with the ball, the 5'8" there. I don't know what he's doing taking the early rucks, but he got good yardage just the same. Now the forwards come into play. Dave Kerrigan around the blind side. Still standing in the tackle. Manages to offload to Osborne. Oz struggles with it a little bit. Finally taken with the ball. That's 3 tackles down. Nice pass from Kerrigan to Liam Borlison. Peter Bain straightening up. Good run there from Bain. He's got us over the halfway line. We've made 20 metres out of that ruck there. Kerrigan in a dummy half. Oh, he sucked him in beautifully there. Easy run from Big Kero. He's carved him down the middle. Stick Crawley coming in support. Here they are, 25 out from the Winton try line on the last tackle. Goes to Brett Harvey. Gets it out to Bergie Volker, wandering wide. Liam Borlison is out in the corner here. Goes for the little grubber kick. Taken nicely, though, by the Winton 5'8". Get up to play the ball. I don't know if that was really the right option from Liam there. He had 2 men outside of him. Maybe he needed just to try and to draw those inside men and kick for the guys outside. But anyhow, it's worked for him on past occasions. Very messy ruck area there. Winton unloaded the ball, and they've given Barcaldine good field possession here again. Once again, Barkey's in this area. Every time they've been here in the game so far, they've been able to convert it into points. And Brett Harvey setting his back line out there. Liam feeds the scrum. Wrap around from Liam Borlison. He's looking for the outside men, but good defence there from Winton. They were up on him that time. Brett Harvey in at dummy half. Unloads out. Bradley Hawson it is out there. Tony Bashford. Beautiful work from Tony Bashford there. He really is a class player in this outfit, and he drew two fellas into him there. Beautiful offload. Danny Kempson in support. They had Stick Crawley, I should say, out wide. They had two options there. It was just great work. The boys are really taking the ball to the line here and committing the defence to come to them, and that's creating the gaps. 24 points to 6 to score here at the showgrounds. The Barkey Reserve Grade, sponsored, of course, by the Union Hotel and the Witch's Kitchen. Danny Kempson lines the kick up. I think he could back this one in. Hasn't taken much time with it. Straight through the post she goes. So the score now, 26 points to 6. Probably about, how long to go there, Oz? 10 minutes to go in this first half. The reserve grade game, of course, goes for 40 minutes a half, no timeouts. So it's a genuine 40-minute game. Good to see Coach Jerry Fogarty back here today. He's been away on work commitments for the last month or so, and he'd be keen to see the boys going well. Been a fairly tough season for Jerry and the side, but they're looking to settle into their stride now. As Bradley Hawson it is returning the ball up strongly. It's not normally a role that Bradley has to do. This is the man that normally does it, Bergie, and they're over him they're all over him there. Bergie's done the right job there. He's pulled two men into him. Gained a nice 10 metres. Out it goes to Dave Kerrigan, standing wide off Liam Borlison. The boys are working off a pivot here, and it's working well here at the moment. They are getting forward. Liam Borlison comes back to the grandstand side of the field, throws a dummy, unloads out to Tony Bashford. He's involved in everything here today, Tony Bashford. He goes for the offload. Maybe it wasn't on, but Barcaldine will be able to clean up there. I think that's tackle 3 in this set. It goes out to Liam Borlison again. Brett Harvey. Dave Kerrigan standing wide, takes on the defence. Ball and all tackle there from the Winton 5'8". Harvey in a dummy half. Comes out to Borlison. He shapes the kick. Then decides to go back to blind side. Looks like this ball's going to go out. Nice kick from Liam Borlison. Winton will have the scrum feed and put in. 15 metres, I should say, out from their own try line. So good work there from Barcaldine, and that was a good finish for a set of 6. Now Winton have really got to work hard to get out of their own territory. Bergie Volker sporting a bandage on that left hand, bitten by a big pig dog over there in a fight in Aramac this week. Winton get the ball, comes out through Rodman. He must have packed in at lock there, Dan Rodwell, I should say. Comes out through the Winton back line. Nudie Brotherton, that is. A strong run from Newt. Gets up, plays the ball. Winton switch it back to blind. Big run from their front rower there. Met some strong defence in the form of Kerrigan and Jenkins. Oh, and they went on with it there, the Barcaldine players. Referee called held, but Brett Jenkins it was, just a bit over enthusiastic in the tackle. Wanted to finish it off. And Winton rightly get the penalty, so this will be a relieving kick from Winton. Oh, they failed to put it out. And Stick Crawley takes a beautiful catch there. Well, that really breaks a coach's heart when you get a penalty and you got pressure out of your own territory and then you fail to put the ball out. Now Barcaldine's got a great chance to go back on the attack. One tackle down and they're already in Winton's side of the paddock. Osborne it is to dummy half, unloads a one-hander to Liam Borlison, who darts back in towards the ruck area, steps to cover defence, and oh well, there's just no doubt about him. He's going from strength to strength. We haven't seen him playing for a season and a half, Liam, but slowly but surely he's returning back to some of the best form that we know he's capable of. Liam at half-back, I think he'll be sitting the bench for the A-grade there today. And I think that was all caused, the Winton defence didn't really go up together. They were coming up in drips and drabs there, and it allowed just a little bit of a hole in behind the defensive line for Liam to dart back into. He shaped to make the pass, dummied and darted back in behind the defenders that had come up too quick. Easy 4 points as it turned out. So I think that's 32 points to 6. About 5 minutes to go in this first half. $30 points to 6. Danny Kempson shapes up. Let's see if we can get it right here now. 32 points to 6 it is now. 5 minutes to go. So Barkey really gone away with this game in the first half. Winton have got to go back and do a bit of thought about their defence. I think their defence in the first half started well in the first 10 minutes or so. The enthusiasm was there. Further the game's going on, the more disorganised defences, the Winton defence has been, and Barkey's just been able to find holes in it. But they'll keep trying. And Jay Bartlett, it is. Oh, he knocks on. He never really got to that ball. It wasn't the best attack on the ball I've seen from Jay Bartlett. Usually he's a good returner of the ball. So Winton got themselves in a good position. 4 minutes from half time. They might be able to get back on the board here. They come back to blindside. They've got the numbers out here. Straight to the man though. Really needed a man just to cut in the angle there. The hole was there just beside that man. Oh, there'd be a penalty going here for sure. Yes. Referee Churchill was right on that. The marker never really squared up. What he's done is he's played the advantage. He's let the ball go as far as it can to see if Winton could take any advantage from it. Now he's awarded the penalty to Winton. It's fair enough. Winton send the ball out the open side. Oh, Nerdy Brotherton it was. No, I don't think it was Nerdy. It was Frog. Frog, all he had to do was take that, and I think he might have been over there. I don't know if the defence would have marked up on him. Lee Searcy, it is, charging it out from his own line. Great run from Searcy. 20 metres out from his own try line. Gets up, plays the ball. Stick Crawley in a dummy half. Comes out via Brett Harvey to Peter Bain. Wayne Oz has changed the role now. It's back to Lyle Ballas on a dummy half. Comes out a blind side to Lexi McCracken. Lex must be playing in the centres at the moment. Out it goes through Lyle Ballas and cut out pass. Hits Brett Harvey. Danny Kempson's been very involved at fullback here today. Brett Harvey comes on the wraparound, gets the ball back out to Bradley Horson, takes it up. Gets Jay Bartlett standing out wide. Bartlett cuts back in. Good work from Bartlett. Oh, good work from Bartlett. Looks for the offload. It's been touched by a Winton player, so it's live. The ball is live. 6 to go, Barcaldine. The ball was touched by a Winton player there, so Brett Harvey goes at dummy half. Gets it to Peter Bain, decides to stick it under his wing and go himself. Good strong settler from Bain. They've got plenty of tackles left in this set. They don't need to do it all in the first tackle. Brett Harvey it is, out to Lyle Ballison, to brother Liam. Liam's caught. Really didn't have anywhere to go there, Liam. The defence was right up in his face as he took the ball. Kerrigan it is with the ball. Could see us here tailing in behind. Oh, yes. He knows where to fire. You get him behind Dave Kerrigan, you're going to get an offload all the time. Jay Bartlett comes out with the ball. Oh, and a beautiful tackle there from the Winton players. I thought that was a try all the way there. Bergie Volker in a dummy half now. Brett Harvey it is, looking to the offload. Ivan Last it is. Barkey's moving the ball around. They're trying to do the right thing. Oh, and straight through the hole goes Lyle Ballison. Well, I think the Winton defence out this open side the paddock there were just standing and being spectators in the competition. They weren't really coming up off the line there. The guys around the ruck were doing the work. Fellas out this side the paddock were just standing back and watching. So in the end, Barkey able to capitalise on that that run down that far touch line from Jay Bartlett and crew. That really set that one up. Winton were able to get a hand in there, and Barkey got the ball back, got a fresh set of 6, and were able to convert it into points. They put on some good plays there, Barkey, but Winton were up to it for the first couple of tackles, but eventually the hole opened up just near the post. So 36 points to 6 with the kick to come. Right on half-time. Oh, he's hit the post. And it'll remain 36-6. Half-time score here at Barcaldine. Okay, so the restart of play here. There's a penalty awarded already against Barcaldine. Coach Fogarty at half-time, Jerry was telling them that he wanted wanted the players to think a bit more and listen to what the referee's saying, because they got pinged a few times in the penalty count in the first half. Strong run by the Winton front rower there. Stolly, I think it was, Fred Stolly. Winton have certainly come out fired up in this second half. They've a couple of good strong runs from their forwards there as they set towards centre field. Ball goes out their back line now. Let's see what they can do with it. Really not a lot on there. The Barkey defence was well and truly up on them. Oh, a bit of confusion there in the ruck area from the Winton boys, but they've got away with a good clearing kick in the end. And Danny Kempson, it is cleaning it up, returning the ball beautifully, and he's up the 20-metre line. A little lack of organisation around the ruck area there for the Winton boys. They made some good yards and then gave them away with lack of organisation. Cullen, it is now at the ball. He decides to take it upon himself to return it straight down the guts of the field. Lyle Borson in a dummy half. Gets the ball out to Wayne Oz, now playing in at 5'8". Boogie Volker running off his shoulder. Lyle Borson back in dummy half. Liam Borson directing traffic to the forwards. He's got Moose Matthews out wide. Moose takes it centre field, breaks the first tackle, still standing, looking to offload, but call held in the tackle, says the referee. Liam Borson with the ball, looks to get the clearing kick away. Nice kick it is too. Turns the Winton defence around. This is the end of the paddock that Barkey wants to play this game in. Winton winger gets the ball, tries to return. Borson it is down there covering along with Lex McCracken and Danny Kempson. Good chase from them pair. Very keen chasers of the ball and the kick. Lex McCracken it is again. The second tackle for Lexi McCracken off the wing. He's getting in and doing a bit. Winton now takes the ball centre field. Kempson gets in underneath, finished off eventually by Dave Kerrigan, I think. No, Terry Cullen it was. A tackle there was Moose Matthews. Winton come with the clearing kick. Straight down it is to Woodsy. Oh no, there's Stick in the 20 jersey this week. Two's gone missing for some reason. Stands up his first man, but he just caught him in the jersey grab. And the captain's taken centre field, about 10 metres short of the halfway line. Borson in a dummy half, scoots himself. Goes to the line, he'll be looking for the offload here. Borson, something get beside him. No, they've covered it up. Good run from Borson. Brother Liam in a dummy half, gets the ball out to Lee Searseer. Lee Searseer carting the ball up straight. 10 metres over the Winton side of halfway. 3 tackles gone in this set of 6. Ball comes out the blind side now through Osborne to Moose Matthews running out wide. He's met by 2 or 3 Winton defenders. 10 metres inside Winton territory. Ball comes out to Osborne. Borson wide pass to Liam Borson, wide pass. Kempson straightening up, goes through the gap. Offloads beautifully to Tony Bashford. And that was just great work from the Barkey players. Once again, they've set it to the 70. They've just jammed to the right side of the field, drawn all the Winton defence across with them, and then just unloaded the ball. But the way they've unloaded it was the key to the play there. They just haven't passed the ball. They've taken it to the line, committed the defender, and then offloaded, so that the 3 or 4 Winton defenders out the open side of the field were committed to the tackles, and we ended up with a 2-man overlap. So the score now is Barcaldine 40 points to Winton 6. We've only been 4 or 5 minutes into the second half of this game. Tony Bashford went over for the try. But good quick hands there from the Barkey players, but they were moving the ball as they were catching it. They just weren't standing and delivering. They committed the Winton defenders. Sometimes if you're too eager to throw the ball wide, the defence just only has to slide and shut you down. But this time they committed the defenders and then unloaded the ball. Great stuff. They practice at this stuff all week, and it's great when you see it coming off out here in the game. Good work, Stick. Just like you practice, mate. That's good stuff. Oh, they've gone for the short kick-off, Winton. Danny Kempson it was, though. He was on top of it and he's returned the ball beautifully. Back over the halfway line, Kempson. All the boys were setting for the short kick. That's a bit of desperation stuff. I don't know if that's really required at this stage, but then again, I suppose when you're 40 points behind, you'll try anything. And Jay Bartlett it is, takes an inside ball from Brett Harvey back out there. He's got a bit of a shoulder problem at the moment, Brett, but he's obviously talked the coach into letting him go back out. He's really a ball player, Brett. He carries the ball in two hands and he's drawn the defence down. Bergie Volker it is, teaming away down the far side of the paddock. The big Bergie man, he's really takes it to the defence. He makes you work every tackle you have to take him. And Brett Harvey trying to step back inside. It was on there. Let's see if they can settle it down, the boys. Liam Borson talked to him at half-time. He suggested that they don't need to score a try off every pass. They just got to work it and let the chances come. And there it was, a switch play back down the blind side. Caught the blindside defence napping, and Lexi McCracken it is goes in for a beautiful try. Brett Harvey it is still on the ground over there. I think maybe Brett went out in the paddock a bit early there, but certainly will be his shoulder that's the problem. I wouldn't be surprised to see Brett take a spell on the bench now, and probably Wayne Oz will take over the 5/8 role. It was well set up there by the Barkey players. They jammed it a couple of times towards the post, sucked the defence into thinking they were going open side, went with the third ruck towards the open, then switched it back to the blind. It was something they practiced during the week as well, and it's something that we try to watch in the game, the blindside defence. So Kempson it is lining the kick up. Oh, it could be a bit worse than I thought. Brett Harvey's got the stretcher out there. I might just turn this off for a sec, mate. We're waiting for the...
in the bid, and now he's penalised the Dragons because they're all offside and the Grey played the advantage, no advantage came, so he's given the penalty. And that's good to see. Let's consistently do that for the remainder of the game, and then we'll have a good open game in Rugby League. Well done, Paul McLean. You started off a little bit tough, but you're getting it together now.
Down to the touchline for home warehouse, Tony McGay. Still, I think late back 50 on that occasion for not playing the advantage. We've had an awful lot of penalties in this game, but as Johnny said, he's starting to get a bit of a flow now. Here at half-time, Andrew leads with his first attempt of the afternoon. George leads 10 points to 0. He's 5 metres to the right wing back, talking about the trainers being in the way from George. They leave the field. St George players having a bit of a chat. Nathan Brown is there. Mark Bell moves in also. And now leads the bat, throws the ball on its way towards the post, curling around nicely between the posts. As the half-time 2 to go in the background, it's St George 10 leading Western Suburbs 2 around the ground. On David Middleton 4 from half-time. Parramatta 28. Half-time, Canterbury 16, Penrith 14. 30 Cranberg, 50 seconds from the break. Gold Coast 16, South Queensland 4. For Matador Bullbars, the Lone Star Steakhouse at the FCG. Rob Gilbert.
28 minutes into the third quarter and Sydney lead Adelaide, 94 to 58.
And half-time here at Cochrane Jubilee Oval. St George 10 lead Western Suburbs 2. The Scrums have gone 5-4 to West. The penalty 6-4 to St George trying to the Dragons. The 36 minutes to David Barnhill. Bartram has kicked 3 from 3 for the Magpies. That late goal lead just before half-time. St George 10 lead Western Suburbs 2. Time to spend in the second half for being inside the 10 metres. So half-time St George 10, Western Suburbs 2. First out of reserve grade win to the Dragons. 19 points to 14 over Western Suburbs. President's Cup wins to Western Suburbs 30 points to 28. Half-time in all the other games. Let's get their half-time summary. First of all, to the Parramatta Stadium. Parramatta taking on Illawarra. All the Eels, David Middleton.
It is all the Eels. In fact, there's still 3 minutes to half-time. Illawarra on the attack, but Parramatta having a field day. The Steelers looking like a based unhappy club. They've given away some really awful penalties twice from kick-offs. Once they kicked dead in goal on the ball, another time they were penalised for being in front of the kicker. And Parramatta, as you said, having a field day. Jeff Dibbick, Jason Smith, Gary Freeman and David Woods, the standout players for the Eels in the first half. The tries have come from Rod Mavon, he scored twice. Nathan Barnes, Matt Spence, and also Chris Lawler. Lawler's kicked 4 goals from 5 attempts at Illawarra. They're on the attack as we speak with 2 minutes to half-time, but really it's been one-way traffic. Parramatta in the first half. Illawarra 1 reserve grade, 26 points to 20, and President's Cup Parramatta 34, Illawarra 10. So 2 minutes from half-time in first grade, Parramatta 28, Illawarra 0. Half-time at Cogra, St George 10 lead Western Suburbs 2. It's half-time at the Penrith Football Stadium. Canterbury fighting back on Mosley.
That's certainly the case, Mark. It's certainly been all Penrith's way in the opening 40 minutes. They've probably controlled 80% of the possession. They've given Canterbury their own half for almost the entire half. I can only recall Canterbury having 3 sets of full tackles or 4 sets of 6 tackles in the Penrith territory, and in that time they've put on 3 tries. That's certainly something that Roy Simmons will certainly be very worried about. Penrith have had the wind at their backs in the first half. They'll certainly now run into a strong breeze. They will be very disappointed in trailing at the break, considering the position they've had. They certainly been talked about all here. The statistics at the half. Canterbury's points coming from tries. Terry Lamb, Graham Colmounder and Rod Silver. Darryl Halligan kicking 2 goals. But Penrith, Kieran Casey and Jason Williams have both scored tries, and Ryan Gerber kicking 3 goals. Repeating at half-time, the scoreline in first grade is Canterbury 16, Penrith 14. In the lower grades, reserve grade, Penrith 22 defeated Canterbury 20. And in the President's Cup, Sydney Tigers 20 defeated Penrith 8.
And at the Suncorp Stadium where the Gold Coast at the moment giving the Crushers a football lesson, Bernie Cranberg.
And that's exactly the situation, Mark. Gold Coast leads South Queensland Crushers by 16 points to 4, and it's a reward for innovative and adventurous play from the Gold Coast side. Coach Phil Economy just really has given this side free rein, and they're really playing some spectacular football in difficult, windy conditions, throwing the ball around. They've scored 3 tries to 1 and thoroughly deserved their lead at half-time, 16 points to 4. Try scorers for the Gold Coast, Tony Durham, the centre Jamie Nichol and Lee Oden-Ryan. A couple of minutes prior to the break, Brendan Hurst has kicked 2 goals from 3 attempts. And for the South Queensland Crushers, their only try came in the second minute, was scored after a chip kick from Dale Shearer that was gathered by the right winger Craig Weston. He touchdown for the sole points for the Crushers in the 40 minutes. So the statistics of the first half, Gold Coast leading South Queensland by 16 points to 4. The Scrums in the first half have gone to the Crushers' way by 4 to 1, and the penalties are 5 apiece. In reserve grade, South Queensland defeated the Gold Coast by 28 to 4, and in President's Cup, South Queensland 24 defeated South Sydney 20.
And a quick score check at Sydney Cricket Ground for Matador Bullbars and Lone Star Steakhouse. Rob Gilbert.
3-quarter time, it's 14 goals, 10-94 to Adelaide, 8-10-58.
half-time at Parramatta Stadium. Half-time here at Rugby Jubilee with George and leading Western Suburbs 2. We'll take a break, and after the break, Darryl Brome and John Gibson, Peter Jackson, look back on the first 40 minutes of football.
Okay, thanks, Mark. Now, as we've already heard from Rob Gilbert, the Sydney squad's doing it well in their AFL match with Adelaide at the SCG in the game this afternoon in Melbourne. Fitzroy 38 is leading Collingwood 34 at 16-3.
Winter's on the way. Now is the time to run up in your favourite winter wear from Woodie's Menswear. Woodie's has the latest shirts and winter tops in the leading brands, including Billabong, Quicksilver and 26 grand in men's and boys' sizes. Just right for first on work, try on a winter jacket. Woody has fleecy track tops, pants and pullovers from $14.95 and woolen jumpers at just $48.50. Woody's Menswear, the store above the rest in winter gear.
Atmosphere. Curious thing, difficult to describe. Yet when it's there, you're very much aware of it. Like the atmosphere at Starlight's Hideout Tavern in Longreach. It's warm, it's friendly, and it's very relaxed. The perfect atmosphere for a drink or two, or for a big night out Friday or Saturday night. At the Beers, well, there's something else. There's an a la carte menu which changes regularly, and the tavern also caters for functions. Your hosts, Janine and Dale, assure you of first-class service every time, and you can't mean that. Starlight Hideout Tavern in Eagle Street, Longreach.
There's a new place to go when you're looking for ammunition in the Central West. It's also the place to go for all your sporting goods. That place is Jill's Outback at the Tree of Knowledge end of Oak Street, Barcaldine. Jill has a full range of sports goods, from basketballs to cricket bats, and all your footy needs and supporter gear. Right now, if you purchase any reloading equipment, projectiles, powder, primers and related products, you'll go in the draw for a fantastic Tasco scope. It'll be drawn on the 31st of July. Jill's Outback in Barcaldine. You can't beat that.
Hi, this is Steve Murphy with the sneak preview of some of the great music all featured in Living in the 70s. Also featuring exclusive interviews with George Harrison and Gene Taylor, countdown the music and hits from this week in 1975. And more, Sunday night, Living in the 70s. Right here on 4
Make sure you don't miss the Gold Hour if you like the music of the 60s, 70s and 80s, or catch Ian McRae from 9 till midnight each night. The Gold Hour and Ian McRae's Midnight Oldies. Perfect way to remember the 60s, 70s and 80s, but only on your station in the Outback, 1098 or LG.
On or off the field, you won't miss a thing with Ray Hadley and the Tiwi Continuous Call Team. Now back to today's action.
Down the end of Western Suburbs, we seem to be trying to slow the game down. Like they're sort of Woody, slowly letting the play get up and play the ball, and they think penalised seems to have been 10 for 10 minutes. I don't think Tom and Dom should be too concerned about the scoreline at 10 points to 2, because obviously that breeze had a lot to do with it. And Western Suburbs, if they've got any brains, which I'm sure they have, they'll be kicking and chasing very well for the second half, trying to get field position. Go up with a couple of tries. I don't think it's out of their reach, Darryl.
I don't think so either. I've got no doubt they tried to slow that first half down as much as they could. I think they were prepared to go out there and give away a few penalties, and if they kicked a few goals, well, it ate up the clock a little bit, and that's exactly what happened. They only scored one try in that first half to George, and that came right at the very end. They really should have scored at least 2, possibly 3. There was a stage there where Nathan Brown just went through a yawning gap. He had 3 or 4 players moving up, particularly Wayne Martin from the inside. If he throws the ball to Wayne Martin, he scores. But I've got to give a bloke a rap. Gary Mesh from West. He's run up every tack, every ruck, tried to smash the George players. When that Nathan Brown went through the ruck there and just rubbing the ball through, who was back there to pick it up? Gary Mesh. Without him and Andrew Leeds there today, West would be in awful trouble. They're playing outstanding football for the Magpies, but for St George, again, Barton leading the way, particularly Barton, I think had a super game today.
Well, Barnhill and Barton on the edge of the ruck, despite the fact that Western Suburbs are up spoiling jackos, they're always stretching, always pushing a chance to get through the defence. Yeah, the thing about David Barnhill, I'm impressed with is his work rate. He seems to take up two rucks out of the centre 6 every time he gets the football, and Wayne Barton, on the other hand, is running a bit wide, causing some problems. He's not causing a great deal of problems. In fact, I think Western Suburbs defence has been pretty good. They've been got down the short side a couple of times, just with not having the amount of defenders as their leading attackers.
they've been caught there a couple of times, and of course A.J. Brunker make a bit of a run down the left-hand touchline, the western side touchline, had a play on his inside unmarked as well, and refused to pass the ball as well. So with George on big in that department, so I think we're pretty happy with that. Well, we go to Jamie Ashko, who's been struggling, of course, with the Newcastle club. What about Mark, who's played State of Origin this year? What about Mark Coyne? I think Mark Bell's having a good run. Mark Coyne, when you consider the amount of positions he's had, you'd have to say his involvement and contribution has been minimal.
He hasn't been signed, has he? Look, mate, he's still the captain of the side. I know he's probably a terrific bloke. He's been a wonderful player for St George. He's had a very ordinary year, Mark Coyne. David Barton, he should be the captain of the side. He said everything, as Taco said, every set of sixes, he invariably takes at least one, absolutely two. And he's just involved in everything. Defence is great. He leads the way. So in my opinion, I think he's
Golf, of course, having a better game today than I've seen him playing a couple of recent performances. He's certainly directing jumping out there. He's done his play, he's been excellent, scrubbing him into the in-goal area, giving his wingers that he takes the chance to get to the football, but also making sure that if the opposition does get the ball, they are going to be trapped in their in-goal area. I think St George has got a lot of work to do in the second half. I'm sure West will kick and chase very well, and I'd like to make St George mistakes. They've only got to score one try, and they're back in it.
Yeah, I think West, I don't think West played particularly well. I realise they were running into the game, and St George had a lot of the ball in the field position. They defended fairly well. I think it's kept St George down for one try. But in saying that, they didn't show a lot of spark, West. They've got an opportunity here now. They're only halfway. I'd say this is a 10-point. I still think it's an even money bet. Combined, West do need to improve quite a deal to still win the game.
Good on you, Darryl Brahman, to play down the field now. St George to defend the northern end of Cogra Oval, southern end to be defended by the Magpies, and that means, of course, that the very strong South Westerly will be right at the tail of the Magpies. And the scoreline at half-time, St George 10, Western Suburbs 2.
Thanks, John. Let's check those scores at the other grounds. David Middleton at Parramatta Stadium. Half-time, Parramatta 28, Illawarra 0. Donny Mosley into the second half. Canterbury 16, Penrith 14. Ernie Bramberg.
Half-time, Gold Coast 16, South Queensland 4.
And at the SCG for Matador Bull Bars at Lone Star Steakhouse, Rob Gilbert.
4 minutes into the final quarter, and Sydney lead Adelaide 95-64 in front of an official crowd of 30,174.
Thanks very much, Rob. As Paul McLean getting something from the field that was dangerous to the players and giving it to one of the St George trainers. Let's go down to the touchline for Hardware House. Tony McGay. Well, St West with it all to do, but of course they're a man short, but still coming over this cruise 10-2. It's not beyond them if they play with a bit better ball control, but both sides not too happy with McLean. And now the pass comes from Goldthorpe from the restart to Lance Thompson on the outside. He runs it, Darren Willis gets away from him, but Bill Hunt comes up the tackle. 20 metres out from the line, 4.5 minutes still to go on this sit bid for Steve Georgianis. So the Magpies down to 12 men for the first 4.5 of the second half. And St George leads 10 points to 2 as Bartram bounces away from one. Throws an ordinary pass and bounces up very well though to Colin Ward on the outside. Ward is tackled 30 metres out from his own line. Coins a dummy half, he then finds Barnhill on his outside. Barnhill is taken to the tackle there by Messer over the top and around the legs was Harvey Howard. Brown goes into dummy half, he looks on the outside and finds a strong running Troy Stave who grabs the ball, bounces away from the tackle of Dunn, who comes again to grab him just short of halfway on the last. Brown goes into dummy half, passes back to Goldthorpe. The Eagles the touchline, left off that touchline. Paul Smith goes back, then watches it back and goes the touchline. 18 metres out from the Magpies line. The Magpies get the loosened boot after 1 minute of play in the second half. George leads 10 points to 2.
Good opening set of 6 there by the Dragons. They ran the ball very well. A strong run from Troy Stone. Another run also from Wayne Barton. We got the ball on the outside to Colin Ward, and then a good kick right on the end of it by Noel Goldthorpe. So a good set of 6 there for the St George side. Western Suburbs feed the ball. They win the ball 20 metres out from their own line. Paul Smith off the shoulder of the half-back Craig Coleman. He's driven back about 18 metres out from his own line.
Georgianis back to the bin in 3 minutes. 6 minutes electronics for top-rate computers and Manchester Uni Health Fund. Really look after you. Can call now on 13-13-72. As the Magpies in possession, playing the ball as hit on the outside now. Lane Mack takes the pass from Mesher, and Barnhill comes up with a good tackle 30 metres out from the Magpies line. Mesher's a dummy half. He's got a runner there in Howard, who runs to the defence. A good taken there by Stone and Ward. He pops the ball back down, trying to keep it alive. The Magpies now tackle 10 short of halfway through Pearson. Coyne coming up with the tackle. Mesher jumps over Coyne to pass to Dunn. Dunn steps off the right foot, comes back inside, and Hardy makes the tackle over the top. And around the legs, cleaning up there was Troy Stone. Mesher from dummy half, back to Leach, comes off the side of the boot. It's a kick straight up in the air. Midfield bomb almost. Dean Gray comes flying through, loses the ball forward. It goes back to Brunker, and so that will be a scrum that packs down. No doubt Raper lost it forward. It came off a Western Suburbs player before it hit the ground, and then bounced back to St George. So the scrum packs down. Dragons line right into the field. Will be a West Lucent beat with St George leading 10-2.
Well, it wasn't a real good kick from Andrew Leeds, but it's turned into a good kick because Dean Raper couldn't make the ground to get the
Yeah, well, I suppose they're the only ones that count, eh?
30 metres down, Kip McGinnis gives it the lead. There's a gap there, but he's brought down by Mark Bill on the far side of the field. 22 out of the Dragons line, West in possession. Andrew Hick has a charge, turns the ball back to McGinnis. Goldthorpe there to make the tackle with Bell. They drag him to ground. He's still trying to go onto his feet, 15 metres out to the line.
Yeah.
The eastern touchline with George leading 10-2. The pass now to Harvey Howard. He spins out of the tackle, pops it back to Mesha. Mesha throws the dummy, now puts the head down and goes forward. Barcaldine comes up with the tackle. Come up with a couple of good offloads. Harvey Howard starting to come into his own. Now Langmack looks to pop a short pass to Billy Dunn, but there was too many St George players between the man passing the ball and the man that had to receive it. In the end, it was Andrew Leeds, and he's knocked the ball on Langmack, so the scrum will pack down 10 metres out from the St George line, 5 metres to the left of the upright. St George into the field with St George leading 10-2. Around the ground, St Overnight of us, David Middleton.
Where it's still half-time, Parramatta 28, Illawarra nil. Don Maisley in the second half, Canterbury 16, Penrith 14. Cranbourne 30 seconds into the second half, Gold Coast 16, South Queensland 4.
The Matador Bullbars at Lone Star Steakhouse, Rob Gilbert.
8 minutes into the final quarter, and it's Sydney 101 to Adelaide 5. And there's Dean Raper takes the ball from Goldthorpe. He's brought down to about 20 metres out. That was a good ball. It could have possibly a good ball from Paul Langmack, but it was well read by Colin Ward. He's a trademark. Comes up with a trademark pass. It was beautifully read. Here's the ball being kept alive now by the Dragons. Wolfman giving the ball on the outside to Hardy.
And Georgiano's back on the field from his stint in the Sid Benson. The Magpies back to 13 as Colin Ward gallops towards the halfway line and is dropped 10 short of that mark by Bill Dunn. He'll play the ball back to Brown. Barnum was on his outside. Puts the arm up to get away from Langmack. Does so, but Howard's played it. I should say Andrew Hick plays up. 5 short of halfway. Ordinary play the ball has led to a knock on there by Nathan Brown. Well, David Barnes will come up with a very ordinary play the ball. Nathan Brown knocks on a dummy half. 5th tackle, so that's the changeover. And the Magpies have the ball right in centre field. 10 metres into St George territory with the Dragons leading 10-2. 5 minutes into the second half.
Well, they can't afford to come up with errors like that because here's a great opportunity now for the Magpies. 35 metres down, Andrew Hick brought down. A little bit of momentum coming here the way of the Dragons, way of the Magpies against the Dragons. A good run from Harvey Howard.
BBC Hardware has all the top name brands at the right prices. Mesha throws the dummy, goes himself from dummy half. Beats the tackle of Thompson, comes to Raper, he's away from him. Goldthorpe, but Bartram comes up with the tackle.
No support there for Terry Mesha. It was a great run.
And he's getting angry with Bartram in the background. The play goes on. The pass from Willis over the top to Pearson. He knocks them forward, and Ricky Walton comes up with the interception. 21 metres out from his own line.
Talk about butchering an opportunity. Terry Mesha there. There's another player being penalised. It's Langmack and also the winger Willis. He's been penalised. They wouldn't let the player play the ball, so the pressure's going to be relieved here for the Dragons. But Mesha, he went straight through the dummy half. He came to the place. He almost got through the tackle of Dean Raper. He was desperately seeking someone to throw the ball to, but there's no support. They threw the ball out wide. There was a poor pass. Brandon Pearson knocked the ball down, and they're starting to argue a little bit among themselves down the Magpies. I'd say they're a little bit frustrated.
Chardonnay Star of the Windy Thick range buying to Bortley. And King G drill shirt, long and short sleeve now, $22 at home. Out of the touch line for Hardware House, Tony McGarry. At the moment, Mark Bell out of the game for Saints with a leg injury. Nick Zisti into the centre. Around the ground, David Middleton. Parramatta 28, Illawarra nil. Don Maisley, Canterbury 16, Penrith 14. Ernie Cranbourne, Gold Coast 16, South Queensland 4. And for Matador Bullbars at Lone Star Steakhouse, Rob Gilbert.
Sydney 101, Adelaide 72.
He's just walked off the mark by about 5 metres there, Troy Stone, and the referee's come up with a penalty to the Magpies. I don't know what he got into his mind there. He literally just, he walked off the mark by a good 4 metres. And no doubt the referee had to play the penalty to the Magpies. They get it a metre short of halfway. They're into the field. St George leads 10-2.
The penalty has to be given, Mark. I'd like to see more penalties for walking off the mark. As a matter of fact, I think the players try and take the referees on. Gamesmanship, they stretch to the limit, but Troy Stone walked about 5 metres off the mark, and Paul McLean correctly penalised him. Here's the ball now with the forward, Harvey Howard. Harvey Howard offloads again to Mesha.
Yes, he's done some good offloads this afternoon, Howard, but Mesha's immediately wrapped up 30 metres out from the St George line by Troy Stone. Dummy half is playing back. Running flat there was Hicks straight for the defence, and Troy Stone comes up with another tackle with the assistance of Colin Ward. 22 out to the line. Coleman to Dunn. Wrap around with Coleman. Now he stops and comes back the other way with Georgiano. He throws the dummy and straightens up and pops the ball back to Leeds. He's under pressure straight away by Jeff Hardy and Thompson, and is driven back 8 metres to the tackle, and the tackle 30 out from the line.
It's a miracle Leeds even took the ball. Here's Howard running at the defence. What a good run. Straight over the top of Goldthorpe. He's having a big second half. Harvey Howard.
15 metres short of a line now. Plays at 15 in from the western touchline. They gave the open through Coleman. A long pass putting plenty of pressure onto Andrew Willis. He pops it back to Coleman. Coleman almost threw an intercept there to Zisti, but he's got it to McGinnis, and McGinnis on the outside to Smith. Smith going for the corner. The cover defence comes across in Raper and comes up with a solid tackle in the far corner. A metre out from the line. quick play the ball. McGuinness, he fires the pass to Coleman, has to leap in the air to grab it. Then it leaves, he has to handball it over the top. It falls nicely there to Willis, steps inside Walford, runs over the top of the Goldstorm and is tackled, but the penalty comes to the Western Suburbs side. Inside the 10 metres, he played the advantage there. No, Paul McLean right to the nth degree, and the penalty comes 5 metres to the left of the upright. This will be a certain 2 points for the Magpies, and St George lead Western Suburbs 10-2.
And there's a reluctance by Paul McLean to send someone in the sin bin. That's a professional foul. We saw Brad Findlay get bit for that same, and we saw George Jarvis get a bit in the first half. I think that might have been for laying all over the tackle player, but a similar situation. I'm not quite sure whether that was the 10 metres or laying over the player mark. It could but that was a professional foul on that occasion. They're up there spoiling because the break had been made. They had a long, deep back line. St George was up there spoiling. They were trying to knock the ball down. 3 St George players went for the intercept. Finally, Mark Point knocked the ball down. And the player who should have been binned, one of the players for the St George side should have been binned. Paul McLean given a penalty to the Western Suburbs side, 1 metre out from the line, right to the side of the post. So that is a professional foul. As I was going to say before, Brad Findlay was sin binned down at the Bruce Stadium in that game, that controversial match, the Roosters versus Canberra. That was the same situation, or even worse possibly.
As Andrew Lee strikes the ball straight between the posts, no doubt about it, over the red dot. And so the scoreline is St George 10 leading Western Suburbs 4. 5 minutes of play gone in the second half around the grounds for St Overs Vitamins. David Middleton.
Parramatta 30, Illawarra nil.
Don Mosley.
Canterbury 16, Penrith 14.
Cranberg.
Yorkshire 16, South Queensland.
The Matador Bullbars, the Lone Star Steakhouse, Rob Gilbert.
13 minutes into the final quarter. Sydney 107, Adelaide 79.
Down to the touchline for Hardware House, Tony McGay.
Yeah, late defence. He should have gone in the bin, but George Arlen, he was bid for back-chatting in the first half.
Thanks very much, Tony. George 10 leading Western Suburbs 4. The kick restart from the halfway line, bounces up nicely for Paul Smith, 9 out from his own line. He runs away from Thompson, who grabs 2 legs and brings him to ground. Ball back from the Magpies line for George leading 10 points to 4. George Arlen's now having a run after receiving the ball from Mesher. Marsham grabs him around the shoulders and flings him to ground. Mesher goes to dummy half. Throws the dummy, goes himself, stumbles the ball coming to Thompson. It comes up with a solid hit. 23 metres out from the Magpies line, 12 in from the eastern touchline.
Just before that penalty was given, Mark, they made a great break. The Magpies, a big tackle for Dean Raper on Paul Smith had been thrown the ball from McGuinness, and it was a big tackle for Dean Raper. Nick Zisty coming, trying to cut the ball off. He couldn't do so. Here's danger here. Ken McGuinness goes into touch. He is a centre three-quarter, but whether it's a centre or a winger, he should be treating that touchline as a precipice. Straight into touch he goes to the feed now coming up with the George.
Well, you think the players have known by now, not only did they lose the loose and head to Western Suburbs Magpies, every time they go into touch like that, we have to put up with John Gibbs making that comment. You thought they would have learned by now as the scrum hangs down 32 metres out from the Western Suburbs line. St George get the loose and boot, they win the scrum. It comes to Zesty. High tackle, he gets under from the 5'8", Darren Andrew Willis, and the referee will pull up a caution here. It wasn't too dangerous, but it was certainly high. The penalty will go to the St George side right in front of the stick. 31 metres out from the Magpies line.
It was a high tackle, there's no doubt about that. It was a strong surge there from Zisty, and over around his neck went that player. Willis, the 5'8", Andrew Willis, swung the arm, and a penalty now right in front of the post. 30 metres out, Wayne Bartram into the peak of this scale, trying to put some extra points on the board. Ken Moore at the moment, big money. The George Lee Western Suburbs was an over final.
Oh, look, John, he's over in Atlanta. I thought we could have 3 weeks when the score doesn't, when the score reaches 10-4, that we don't have good runs.
Can we just have 3 weeks? We didn't have good runs. We had big runs.
That's your version, is it?
CB talk.
Let's go around the grounds for St Overs Vitamins. David Middleton. Parramatta 30, Illawarra nil. Don Mosley.
Penrith 18, kick to come, Canterbury 16.
Tony Cranberg.
Yorkshire 16, South Queensland 4.
And for Matador Bullbars and Lone Star Steakhouse, Sydney Cricket Ground, Rob Gilbert.
Sydney 107, Adelaide
11 minutes gone in the second half on the St Overs Vitamins scoreboard. St George 10 lead Western Suburbs 4. And for quality vitamins at a supermarket price, make sure you do choose St Overs. And Wayne Barton strikes it on the way towards the post. It's going to the left, but it just hits the left hand upright. And so the score now reaches George 12, leading Western Suburbs 4 on the St Overs Vitamins scoreboard. 11 gone in the second half, down to the touchline for Hardware House, Tony McGay.
Well, that was a big kick because it's given them the extra couple of points, and there's not a lot of opportunities in this match. Brandon Pearson off the field, replaced by Kevin McGuinness.
Australia Post has the country's biggest over-the-counter electronic bill paying network. And for the best deal on the quality used car, see John Abraham Holden at Lansvale.
And of course the good news about that kicker gets us off the 10-4 big money scoreline. St George 12, the Magpies 4 on St Overs. There's the kick off by the Magpies. It goes back to goal for who offloads now to Lance Thompson, who charges Ben, and McGuinness brings him down.
That's Ken McGuinness on the far side of the field, 20 metres out from the Dragons line, plays it to Brunker. He finds on his outside goal post. He passes to Zesty. puts the head down, charges straight at Nick, and Bill Dunn who come up with the tackle. 22 metres out from the Dragons line, excuse me. Barker running straight and hard, trying to run straight out the top there is Cherry Messi who come up with a very good tackle. Plays it back to Brown. This time it's Barnhill's turn to have a bit of a run. They're on a roll, the Dragons. Good metres being made to quick play the ball. Barnhill to Brown at dummy half, throws at dummy, and gains about 2 metres before being tackled. It wasn't ball on ball way hit on the last tackle, too short of halfway. It comes from Barker, back to goal, or kicking downfield in between Smith and Lee. Smith will go back to get it before it goes over the touchline. Will he know? It finds touch 5 metres out from the Magpies line. They'll get the loosened feet from the scrum, which will pack 10 metres out. And after 12 minutes of play in the second half on the St Overs side of the scoreboard, it's St George 12 leading West 4 around the ground for St Overs. David Middleton, Parramatta 30, Illawarra Brazil, Johnny Mosley. Penrith 24, kick to come, Canterbury 16, Bernie Cranberg, Gold Coast 22, South Queensland 4. The only airline for the daily service to San Francisco is, of course, United Airlines. And for the biggest wrap-up of League brings Sporting Life in tomorrow's Sydney Morning Herald. As the Magpies win the scrum, 10 out from their own line, as Coleman gets the pass on the outside to Paul Smith, who's tackled instead of Bill, 10 out from his own line.
Fortunately for the Dragons, they can kick from a fairly good position because despite the fact they're running into the breeze, they're carrying the ball up to halfway with their set of six. So good work there by the Dragons. And Noel Goldthorpe is coming up with some great kicks in the breeze. Here's George Arnold, cheeky approaching for a run, but he's wrapped up now by Mark Boyd.
21 out from his own line. The pass on the outside this time from Mesha to Yick. He's met by a wall of defence. David Barnhill in there with Colin Ward. 25 out from the Magpies line. West in position. They trail 12-4 on the St Overs vitamin scoreboard. Harvey Howe pops the ball back again to Mesha. He looks for support. Comes to Barnhill, who makes the tackle with the assistance of Troy Stone on the last 10 short of halfway. Lane back to dummy half. Passes back to Leeds. Under pressure from Thompson. He kicks downfield. It bounces in between Zisty and Dean Raper. Raper goes back, picks it up 20 out from his own line. Got plenty of room in front of him. He's out on the 30-metre line before he comes to Smith and also McGuinness, who almost forced him to touch on the far side of the field. But he's from there just a metre inside. Raper goes to dummy half. He passes to Zisty. Zisty tries to run over the top of Ken McGuinness, but he grabs him with Bill Dunn and drops him 3 short of the halfway line. Brown comes into dummy half, finds on his outside.
Also easy now for the Dragons. They're making ground comfortably. Now they go to the back. Troy Stone trying to knock the ball up, but he's up 40 metres out from the Magpies line. They're doing it comfortably now, the Dragons.
Goldthorpe to Brown. He comes out of man, gives it to Barnhill, does a bit of a pirouette before being tackled there by Hick. 35 metres out from the line on the last tackle. It goes back to Goldthorpe. He gets the ball high in the air. The Bruce is holding it up underneath it as Paul Smith charging through Brunker. It's off Brunker's hand. It'll be picked up now. It won't be. Knocked on there as he tried to pick the ball up. But the first mistake comes from St George. Andrew Leach tried to half volley the ball but knocked it on. Brunker made the first mistake. It's a changeover on the last tackle, and Leach will play the ball 18 metres out from his own line, with St George leading 12 points to 4 on the St Overs vitamin scoreboard. 25 to go.
And that's an incisive run from Paul Smith. He's brought down 30 metres out. He ran 15 metres. That was a lucky break there for the Magpies because it was almost knocked on by Adrian Brunker. It was a near thing. Paul McLean ruled that way. So the Magpies get the ball. Here's George Arnold. They're going to do something a little bit more positive for the Magpies because they are struggling at the moment.
Playing the ball as George Arnold, 8 metres short of halfway. Makes the tackle. Barnhill. Coleman runs to the defence, pops it to lane back. It throws the ball to nobody. Brunker gets back there and knocks the ball back to his St George teammate in Solomon Ward. And St George come up to possession 5 metres into West Territory. Threw it to no one.
Oh, that was a remarkable sequence of events, the way Brunker beautifully sees the ball.
Oh, Zisty over the top of his man, flying to the corner. Coleman comes across. He bumps away from him and McGuinness just grabs him. But the Coleman tackle was enough to force him into touch, off balance. And he goes into touch 12 metres out from the Magpies line. West will get the loosened feed. But Zisty making the break down the touch line, with St George leading 12 points to 4 on the St Overs vitamin scoreboard. Around the ground, David Middleton. Parramatta 30, Illawarra 6. John Mosley. Penrith 26, Canterbury 16. Bernie Cranberg. Gold Coast 22, South Queensland 4. The Madville Bulldogs, the Lone Star Steakhouse, the SCG from Gilbert.
21 minutes into the final quarter, 51-08, Adelaide 81. And what a great run of barnstorming run down that left flank, the eastern side of the...
Against Winton, wasn't it?
No, his shoulder Winton just lovely. It was, as you know, you can go through, that's the first thing you see there. First thing played football since he was 8. And shit off, they both had pattern in 1 year, you know?
Yeah, sort of done well. Oh, I suppose it's the best year to probably happen,
It is, you have them both like that, you see them in that group.
That's what I mean, the season sucks, so get them all out of this way and then you're right.
Get them, boo.
Not a bad referee, I heard, this bloke.
They give a shit.